Ladies and gentlemen, my name's Korky, and this is episode 23 of Life After Lasso. We've kicked off season 3, and after the disappointment of missing out not only on the Community Shield on penalties, but also in the Super Cup as well against Man City, we have started our league campaign in season 3. This will be our last season. As you may already know, the TV show was designed as a 3-season run only. In previous years of Football Manager, Life After Lasso, we have done 3 seasons only with Richmond. So we're kicking off the 3rd season. Now, as you'll see, the league campaign has started pretty well here. We've had wins against Bournemouth and against Man United. We'll show you the goals here. We have changed up our formation a little bit. We've gone with an attacking midfielder in front of the midfield too, instead of a defensive midfielder in behind, playing Jamie Tart in that role, with Danny Rojas having signed a new contract. So we'll show you the goals here from the games first of all very quickly. As you'll see, we did go 2-0 down initially, with goals in the first half and shortly after the second half from Bournemouth. We'll show you them now. So we see here, nice ball from Philip Billing over the top to Dominic Solanke, gets in one-on-one. Nice theories and absolutely fires it in. Second goal then, just after half time, I see a bit of a mistake there. Per clearance the back. Billing hits the ball in. I mean, it's on target, takes a little bit of a deflection and goes in. In the 53rd minute then, we see Richard whips in a corner, comes back to Jamie Tart, who knocks it across the face of the goal. Coburn is there to pull it in. Bumblecats then whipping on a corner from the opposite side. Dayman gets up and wins the header at the near post. And Kukoc again from the right hand side into the near post. Dayman is there to put away the winner. That was in the 87th minute, which is pleasing to see. We then faced against Man United at home, and as you'll see there, Colin Hughes scoring in the 90th minute. So getting into the final stages of the game, we're certainly starting to show a bit of resilience and a bit of worth that we can go ahead and win games, and we really treat the games that they're never over until absolutely necessary. See a nice ball here from Kukoc, finds Colin Hughes from the edge of the box, an absolute contender for goal of the month, if not goal of the season already. I'm sure there'll be plenty of other goals scored that are better than that, but that is an absolute contender. So we're about to play the final game of August. We're facing against Leeds, who are down in 19th at the minute. We are currently 6th, 2 wins out of 2. Our goal difference of +2 as well, obviously. We do have some little injury concerns. We have Jeff Goodman has just come back from injury. At the same time, Gareth Canterbury has just gone out with injury. He is lacking a little bit of fitness. 45 minutes. You know what? Maybe we'll put Cessny on in the start. Other than that, we're going pretty much full strength. We've got Arlo Dixon at right back. We've got Diamande and Jan Maas at centre back. We've, of course, Thierry Zorro in goal. In centre midfield, we have Richard Montlar and Colin Hughes playing, with Jamie Tart playing just in front in that number 10 role. Sam Obisanya on the right, Declan Coburn on the left, and of course Danny Rojas playing up front. We are a little light in attackers at the minute. We've had to bring in James Prusek from the under 23s, under 21s. So he is our backup striker at the minute. He has played a game or two for us already in the previous 2 years. He has scored a goal, if I remember correctly. But this is where we're at the minute. We're facing against a Leeds team. You would expect we should win. It's Leeds, you know, no harm in Leeds, but they're not a strong team. Denny has come back to recover the ball here. Finds Diamande at centre back. Thanks for Colin Hughes in the midfield. Puts it up the line. Lovely pass, and this time Obisanya gets down the line. Obisanya wearing his new number 10 shirt, of course, this year. We've given the number 10 instead of his usual 24. Dixon is back to Diamande. I mean, we're retaining the ball very well here. Then Maas finds Richard. He's looking to go left. Finds Coburn. Can he get out the line? Goes back to Cessna. Finds Coburn again. Puts it back to Jamie Tart. There was a challenge in there on Jamie Tart. It could have been a shout for a penalty, perhaps. Jamie Tart to whip in this free kick. Looks for the back post. Finds Coburn and it's in. Get in! Declan Coburn continuing his excellent goal scoring form from last season. Let's see that again. Jamie Tart. When Coburn initially heads this ball, I thought it was going over the bar. It came in off the underside of the crossbar. So delighted. Be 1-0 up. As you may see there, Aston Villa are currently beating Chelsea as well. I'm not sure if that's a full-time result or a live score. See Aronson getting the ball on the edge of the box, makes a nice move forward, has a goal. It's a very good effort. We're maybe a little bit lucky to see that go wide. Made a space for himself very well there. But we are dominating the most of the play here. Match momentum is all in our favour. I mean, 7% of the game so far has been played in our final, in our defensive third. We could do a little bit better. I mean, you know, we are 1-0 up already. Two-footed, he's gone. Straight red. I'm not sure what Dixon's doing to Sam Obisanya there. But Obisanya seems to be okay. Comes from 61 back to Richard, looks for the back post, finds Danny Rojas. Works it back into the back post again. I'm not sure if that was Jamie Tart was there. But the header hits the bar and goes out for a goal kick. So we're already in a booking. Bernat sent off. The straight red. It's going to be a corner here. Richard to whoop this one in. Looking at the front post. Looking for Jamie Tart. He's up and he's there. 2-0. So again, Richard whoops it in. Front post. Jamie Tart gets up. I mean, leaps like a salmon, as the saying goes. That's a very, very good header. Died over that. Yeah, Mass now looking left for Session now. Comes inside. Goes back out wide to Coburn. Comes inside now as well. Finds Colin Hughes. I'm not sure if he was trying to shatter a pass there. Deflection. It's going back out to Arlo Dixon. He's going all the way down the line. Cutting it back to Colin Hughes. It ricochets around a little bit. Jamie Tart gets the header. Coburn is offside now. So, all for naught. So going on 2-0 at half time. That is very pleasing. Coach Beard says, happy with a number of shots, keep it up. I agree, Coach Beard. I think that is sound advice. Looking at the fitness levels here, we're doing okay. Our performances are very good. We might look to make some changes just to give some of our players a bit of a run out. Get some minutes in their legs. It's a long ball forward there. Session wants a header. Richard with a nice wee step over dummy. Danny Rojas finds Jamie Tart. He's all the way down the line. Cuts it back. Sam Obasanya's there. And it's 3-0. Get in. A lovely bit of plays. I mean, Danny Rojas made it really. Richard with a lovely step over there. Finds Danny Rojas. It's a nice ball outside the foot. Finds Jamie Tart. He's all the way down the line. Cuts it back over. Sam Obisanya side foots it in the near post. So moments like this, you think, right, per se's a 19-year-old kid. Let's bring him in. So, and you know, Daniel Haas not playing his best game ever. Let's bring him in. We'll look to bring in. See, I don't want to really take off Hughes or Richard. Playing well. Do you know what? We'll bring out Colin Hughes for a rest, and we'll also bring in Garcia for Jan Maas. We'll look to bring Goodman in soon as well, get him some minutes after his injury. But we are dominating here. All the momentum, apart from 5 minutes in the second half, all the momentum is in our favour. Coming up to 75 minutes here, let's make a sub. Let's bring Goodman in on the left. And bring three wingers, actually, or three attacking midfield players are all the players they've scored. It's the play Danny Rojas didn't get a goal. Probably should have looked at the fitness levels as well, because Sam Obisanya and Jamie Tart struggling. Jamie Tart at this free kick. It's going over the bar. That's fine. But 3-0 is a very good result. If we can see this out, which it looks like we're going to. Richard has picked up a yellow card. We'll go with a corner. Looks for the front post. Cleared by Gray. Rusek recovers. Finds Richard. Goes back to Garcia. Finds Richard again. Comes left. Goes back to Garcia. Goes to Goodman. It's a nice reverse pass into Jamie Tart. Scott just gives up the ball there. What are you doing? Aronson looks to break forward, finds Dan James on the left. It's a good ball across the Aronson. That's a very good goal from Leeds. I mean, it's disappointing that we've conceded that. I'm going to berate them. Aronson went very well on the side to get the ball out to Dan James. Makes a nice pass here. I'm not sure why Aronson had so much space, but he received the ball and he finished it with aplomb, you might say. But that's very well played by Leeds. Credit where it's due. But we won 3-1. Delighted with that. Once that do the league table, that puts us in the second place behind Spurs, with a goal difference of +4. Wolves right behind us with +3, along with somebody else there that I missed. So we are moving into deadline day. We are going to. We're not planning on making any signings. Let's see what comes up in the news. All just good things. Let's take part. So a quick roundup on transfer news or transfer business that we have concluded. We haven't brought anybody in yet this summer. We have loaned out 5 players. One of them is Luka Jovic, who just wasn't getting games. In fairness, he has gone to Wolves on loan for the season. They do have an 11.75 million option to buy him. I don't think Buckrandy is going to Stevenage, who have a 250,000 option to buy. Babtunde is going to Millwall, no option. Tommy Winchester to Cardiff, no option, and Xavi Sagredo to Fleetwood with no option to buy. So we're not currently looking to bring anybody in. We feel the squad is strong enough. I don't even know how much money we have to spend actually. Let's get a look and see. We have 56 million. We have 59,000 in the wage budget there. So we'll quickly play out per sec. Fringe player, no. Pelistri is without a club. It's an interesting one. Diamande has come second in the Young Player of the Month award, and I have won the Manager of the Month, which is very pleasing also. We are being linked with Laporte for almost 50 million. We're also being linked with Gehi for almost 50 million. Not really a position I think we need to strengthen in. We've rejected an offer for Rosenfeld, who could potentially come in to cover at centre back as well, in our under 23s. Choosing not to speak. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has been granted a work permit. He's come in to take over the under 18s. I think that's a very good bit of business. If we look at our staff, we have a very good staff already. So if we go down through all the usuals here, so we have Gagliardi, there's a few big names coming in here. Where do we have, if I can find them, these are all scouts, coaches. So we've got some very good coaches. We do have Zlatan Ibrahimovic on the staff. I think really that is it, apart from obviously Ole Gunnar Solskjaer coming in to manage the under 18s. Not interested in Florentino. Not interested in any of these guys. Pelistri has gone to Forest. Hopefully signing Ronaldo. We are not. 10 hours to go. We're not looking to do any business. Arlo Dixon will not be leaving. Kieran Trippier is off to Liverpool. Seems like an odd one. Sessegnon is leaving. No, he is not. He is very much staying. He's very much part of my plans. We are keeping him. 7 hours to go. Can't even be bothered to speak to any of them anymore. Rejected and rejected. That's fine. Kieran Trippier for 5.25 million. It's pretty good business by Liverpool. Korky. Decent. let's get this over with. 4 hours. 4 hours remaining. Let's see if we get any last minute bids for anybody. Michael Coyote is a very good player that I have signed in my Roma game. Where did he go? Did he go to Newcastle? Okay. Chris Root has gone to Preston. He rejected an offer from Birmingham. So our young, promising, upcoming goalkeeper has gone out on loan. Is the only real business that we're going to do. 30 minutes left. Transfer window has closed. That is fine. Newcastle are the biggest spenders with 155 million. Norwich have bought 22 players and sold 30. Liverpool have signed Gnabry for how much? £61 million. It's good business. But that is it for this episode. We will of course be back in the next episode where we will continue into September. The only other news we have is the draw was done for the Champions League. As you'll see, bit of a tough draw. We're facing Bayern Munich. We're due to face Dinamo Zagreb. Dinamo Zagreb. Yeah. Krevna Zvezda. Red Star Belgrade, essentially. We're also due to face Ajax, Royal Antwerp, Sociedad, Inter Milan, and Napoli. So the Champions League is the one I want to win this year. That is the highest priority. Those are tough games, so we need to make sure we perform, especially in the likes of Zagreb, Belgrade, Ajax, Antwerp. No disrespect to the other teams. They're no disrespect to them, but they are the easiest games that we've got. Sociedad, I would hope we could get a good result against. If we can win those 5, I would say we probably stand a pretty good chance of at least getting into the playoff qualifiers. So we will see what happens. In the meantime, as always, please do remember to like, share, subscribe, comment, all the rest, you know, all those good things. We will be back in the next episode where we'll bring you highlights and goals from the Liverpool game, Bayern, Arsenal, Watford, and the big game against Chelsea in the Premier League. Until then, I hope you've enjoyed this episode. We will see you in the next one. Thank you and take care. Thank you for watching this video. I do hope you've enjoyed it. Please do like, share, subscribe, and leave your comments below. I'd love to hear your feedback as well. You can check out one of these recommended videos. We will see you in the next one. Thank you and take care.